Hello, hello. Am I coming through? Alright. I feel sorry for Murag, who's sitting next to me, that has to deal with latency. Murag's reaction time is going to be much better than all of yours. Sorry for my voice. It's a little early. I don't have my news anchor voice on quite yet. Yes! Oh my god. The notifications worked. Let's go. Thank you, Haley. So, let's see what I got here. This right here is we'll be spending the majority of our time. As I said, I was going to do fishing, but most of it was so I could chat to people and thank everyone for all the subs we've gotten. That's amazing. Hopefully things look okay. The notification should appear in the lower right hand side if that widget's still working. A little later, we'll do I have a spreadsheet of everyone that commented on the video, and with that I also have a dice roller, and then we'll pick whoever wins the 200 TWoW coins. That will be fun. But yeah, no, I really I wanted to try to connect to the community a little bit more. I do my best to answer all the comments on the videos, but you know, this felt a bit more immersive, and you know, I really do appreciate all the support I've gotten, so it's the least I could do, even though I barely understand streaming, but we'll get there. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a good Saturday, or if there's any strange Australian Sunday, I suppose? Thank you, Canis. Anna Real, I appreciate you. I think I remember your name in the spreadsheet. You have a chance of winning because you commented on the video. Thank you. Or after the Mighty Nightfin. I think it might count as dusk though, so I think the table's a little lower. Is the music too loud? Is my voice coming in okay? Just do like another audio check there. Thank you, Bobby. You've been really helpful. Gutmace, if there is an Azerothian version of the Pulitzer, I would like to think I would be nominated, but I don't know quite yet. I can only give you guys a little bit of sneak peek as to what the news is going to be. I mean, we changed it a couple weeks ago to be... Oh, geez, I'm missing all the fish. We changed it a couple weeks ago to be not the changelog of the week because, and I talked about this with other people who've been helping with the show, I want to cover a changelog after it's had some time to breathe, because a lot of times when I cover the most current changelog, like right after it pops out, half the stuff isn't implemented. No one really knows what's going on with it, and so I've been trying to get... What is going on? I cannot catch a fish. I'm Vrograg Fish Slayer. This is embarrassing.
Can't catch nightfin there.
Murag's telling me I can't catch nightfin here. Well, just watch. I'm gonna catch something. I caught sunscale. It's possible. Thank you, War Zelda. Wait, you can't catch nightfin in the ocean?
No, it's supposed to be freshwater. So rivers.
Well, I can't seem to catch anything right now. Then there's this Venner log right over here who's just fishing up all the pools. I can't catch anything. They should run in terror. I'm Vrograg Fish Slayer. They don't understand how much I enjoy fishing in this game. All right, we'll put the bright baubles on. Maybe that's what it was. I don't think there is fresh water in Telebim. I like fishing in Telebim. It's fun. It's not super crowded. There's some spots where people will come to farm stone scale and blackmouth and what's the other one? Firefin. Oh, it's at max. I think. Okay, why did I not catch that one? My fishing skill. I mean, as if there's any question. Is at 400. I should be catching stuff. Yeah, I don't normally target down Nightfin. I only said Nightfin because, you know, it's nighttime in Telebim. Okay, there, we finally got one. Alright. Hello, Neuropsyche. If anyone hasn't subscribed, you can subscribe and there will be a notification on the stream. So you can be immortalized on the stream. Because I think YouTube will archive this. I think it'll be available later on the live tab too. So if you're just dropping by and want to watch more, you can watch it later too. But no, if you sub, I'm pretty sure a notification will pop up. I disabled the noise because I was worried, like, if a bunch of people drop by, I wouldn't want to get, like, drowned out by noise. Yes, in a reel, I use PFUI. It's sort of like, at least on TWoW, for people who raid, it's sort of our best option for raid frames. It has a lot of nice integrations. I know I've talked about Shagu on the show before. Shagu is like this guy who just codes and makes stuff, and it's amazing. And PFUI is like his little baby. He also makes separate plugins just for the server. In fact, I was just whispering him before I started stream today. So yep, I know some people use Xpearl. Thank you, Golden Spatula. Thank you. I'm you know, like, you can say I'm the best, but really I'm just good at telling stories, and I put an obsessive amount of time into editing videos. So, you know, I don't think of myself as like the best in any sense. I just, you know, I like letting people knowing what's going on. Cause fishing news. Hey, Dragonovi, please don't nerf my fishing pole while I'm using it. Glad to have you. Everyone should say hi to Dragonovi in chat. That's a person on the TWoW team who is in charge of itemization and all that good stuff. Mimo, the Vrograg, the V in Vrograg is not silent. It is just Vrograg. The name was made by a name generator. I liked it. I thought it sounded properly orcish, and I used it. I'm trying to accustom myself to the amount of lag chat will have based on what I'm doing. So, I mean, I'll still react in real time to what's happening in game, but my reacting to chat will be a little different. I did try to make the latency a little lower, but hopefully this works. Oh, there's Sylvie, formerly known as Lexi, who I've raided with before. Hello, Sylvie. Sylvie's done a lot of work on the add-on part of TWoW. She's a little less active, but glad to have you in the stream. Thank you, Mozla. Yes. I think it's only posted in my Discord. I can try pulling up a picture of it somehow and maybe showing it off to you guys maybe later when we do the spreadsheet thing, but I do have my friend Devin, who I just played Starfinder with last night. They were very, very excited for me. They don't play TWoW at all. They just, you know, they like being supportive, and they found out I got 1K subs this last Thursday. They took an N64 cartridge, like an old junky one that was like Toy Story. They painted it gold, and they put 1K, made it look like a YouTube play button like award, and gave it to me. And congratulations for 1K. It was very cute. Hey Command, happy to have you. Yes, Murag and Smidgen are here. Murag I'll refer to a lot because I'm sitting next to her. She's known as the lady who lives in my house, also known as my wife. Smidgen is, I think my guild's mage lead. I may be wrong. She's a veteran mage. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Bobby Harling saying "milady." Yeah. Muragbis healer. I would agree, and I only say that because if you're very nice to healers, this great thing happens if you're a DPS, which I play mostly. You find that you die a lot less often in both dungeons and in raids. You'll find that you'll get bubbles. I mean, sometimes I even feel like the chain heals bounce to you quicker. Like it's a real thing. Be nice to your healers, tip them mana pots, and you'll be surprised how much longer you live. It's nepotism, but you have to understand that I'm Neuropsyche, you're right. It is favoritism, but I will say this: raids especially run on the backs of healers, and so healers don't normally get a lot of the glory. You know, I mean, even in logs, it's like they look at effective healing, but there's differences between the classes and stuff. But you know, you notice if you don't have enough healers in a raid, you notice real quick. So I am a healer stan for the rest of my life. Dragonovi saying, I granted Timberlaw a hold to Exalted instead of making items. I get that. The trinket pet you get is really cool. I don't know what happens in Alliance, but I know on Horde side, if you do that quest at Exalted, Thrall will shout you out, kind of like how they would for like a world buff. So that's pretty cool. And it's a little buddy who runs around and heals you. You're a real one. Bringing consumables for tanks, and that's great. That's the Lord's work. Oh, is that true? Dragonovi saying the Timbermaw Exalted rep thing comes out as a broken event. Alliance gives offering to Magni. Interesting. I never heard of that. I don't. Once upon a time, like way when I started playing WoW back in like 2007, I used to play Alliance, but I like the lore and the feel a lot more of the Horde races after trying them out, and so I'm also not like a big PvPer, and you know, in my news I try to be as neutral as possible, so I try not to play into the Alliance and Horde rivalry much. Oscar Morellis asks, can we confirm the rumors about druids getting polearm skill? That's wild. Dragonovi, I'm sorry. You don't have to answer any questions. This is a relaxed place. You can troll them if you want. If you want to give any late breaking news though, just know that I have several screen cap abilities ready and raring to go, so just be careful. You have identified yourself as Dragonovi, so it's over. Yes, Gutmace, I agree. I mean, but back when Turtle WoW was a lot smaller in population, I think playing between Horde and Alliance made sense for like the population could work out. But I think in an RP sense, like, it makes a lot more sense too that people should be able to play together. Like, and I know back then, I think some of the more veteran players might remember this. You had to get like diplomatic papers or something to be able to talk to other people. Although I might be misremembering that. Gutme says Tauren should be honorary dwarves anyway. I don't know how to feel about that. The lore on dwarves and Tauren are very distinct. Their hurt boxes are very different, and I like a lot of the what you'd call the lore around Tauren. I think they're a really cool race, and they have a underrated city. Thunderbluff is great. Yep. See, yeah. Sylvie remembers going back to the cross faction stuff. Because Sylvie played a long time ago, and probably remembers how cross faction stuff worked. It was opt-in. I mean, so Red Girl brings up Tauren should be alliance. I'm gonna give my hot take about factions and what I personally believe should be like sort of the build out. Now, obviously from a game design point of view, there has to be sort of a give and take. There has to be concessions so the game works and it's still fun. But I'm not against Tauren being with the Horde. There's plenty of lore for that through Warcraft 3 at least. I personally think Night Elves should be their own faction, as well as the Forsaken should, a lot like Warcraft 3. If I could go in a time machine and had unlimited ability to alter this game, I would fluff out Forsaken lore and Night Elf lore, and four factions worked I guess for Warcraft 3, but it wouldn't work so well in this game. But I think most people who are into the lore would agree that it feels weird that the Forsaken are in the Horde, because they're just like, especially at this point in the game, they're mustache twirling villains a lot of times, and it feels weird when a lot of the other members of the Horde are like, they try to be good actors, so Gutmace Gaming says Murloc should be their own faction. There's I don't know if this person's in chat, by the way. They're probably not, but I've had someone who I think is posted on every video and always asks, when are they going to make Murlocs their own race? There's not a lot of lore on Murlocs. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but but yeah, I really think I think the my opinion about Night Elves is a little bit more nuanced. Like, if you read the earlier lore about Night Elves, I think also Platinum WoW has a great video. You should check out his stuff too about lore, especially about the earlier lore, because that's more applicable to Turtle WoW. But Night Elves used to be like super xenophobic, like nearly like cult-like feral elf people, and after World of Warcraft, they became like just nice, placid elf people, and it's pretty wild. It's almost like the change trolls went through in the lore, where like trolls could like regenerate limbs and were a lot more like classic Dungeons and Dragons trolls. Well, Red Girl, according to the old lore, all elves descend from trolls. That had to do with their exposure to the Well of Eternity, and then they started like changing, and then I think at some point Night Elves and I guess what you consider Highborn or High Elves, by the way, I was corrected at some point. High Elves and the Highborn are also distinctly different, but there was like a split between the night elves and the high elves, I guess. The Neuropsyche asks, what do you think old school night elves thought of the fact that they were descended from the trolls? I think they just didn't care. Like, they're wild animals, you know? Like, they were barely clinging on to, like, civilization. I mean, even saying that's unfair, but, like, a lot of the early lore, like, there wasn't much known about them, right? So, you see it through the eyes of, like, people that are, like, near them and just, like, get ganked, you know? Yeah, Kremen here says, don't look like pansies at all. No, they don't. They really don't. They had, like, fangs, and they had, like, wild hair. And the same goes for trolls, too. Like, trolls were, like, you know, insane, cannibalistic, like, nearly feral creatures that were, like, super scary, you know? And I guess you could say the same, too, for even earlier lore on the orcs. Warcraft 3 softened the orcs up a lot more to make them more, I guess, not likable as much as, like, relatable characters. So, I mean, the same's being said about trolls. If you go deep enough in the lore, you could say the same thing about orcs, but then they changed that by saying they were, like, demonically tainted and stuff, so I don't know how I feel about that. Ricardin says, sign me this gnome head, please. Big fan here. Thank you. Ricardin, by the way, I just want to say thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing that name roughly right. But Ricardin's been a long-time poster, long-time sub, I know, in my videos. And, you know, I'm sure if anyone watched some of my more recent videos, you're aware that I've dealt with some amount of controversy because I talked about some shady business going on with Teddy Fear, and there was a lot of drama around that. Ricardin, thank you. I saw you in the comments getting my back, saying sensible things to bad actors. Dragonovi says, only Darkspear trolls are clean. All the other hostile troll tribes are generally cannibalistic. Yeah, Dragonovi, you might be right, but we're in Turtle WoW land here, and I don't know if you've talked to narrative leads, but they're starting to change the look and feel of the forest trolls. Oh, hey, hey everyone, say hi to Shagu. Shagu's here. Shagu, we were just talking about you a little bit ago. I was singing your praises. I'm a big fan of PFUI. I mean, it always can be a little rough around the edges, but you know what? I understand, like, you're like the guy who made it. and it works, and it has a lot of great functions. And you, like, you know, you maintain it for the server. It's a big help. Yeah. Now you can see exactly how much latency I have. I see Shagu. Oh, what did I miss? No, you didn't miss much. Yes. Actually, some of the people on the Turtle WoW team and, like, in my community, when I said, like, yeah, I'm going to be using quotes about Shagu, like, everyone to a person was like, don't you dare say anything bad about Shagu. And I'm like, guys, that is not something I'm going to do. Don't worry about that. I don't know what I could say that would be bad. When I first started chatting to Shagu too, I was just like, it's like, hey, yeah, like I know you're active on the server, and Shagu's like, yeah, I don't really play that much. Shagu might be in a position like I am, where you like playing on Turtle WoW, but the thing you do is related to Turtle WoW, so you don't play on Turtle WoW as much. Like, ever since I started doing all the news shows, I play a lot less because I'm usually editing videos and writing scripts and collecting information, so. Gut Mace, that's a good one. Gut Mace says, when priests cast healing spells, they are praying to Shagu. I mean, all we know about the light in lore, because we're not into TBC where like the light happens to be some sort of weird crystal entity from space. The light could be Shagu. We haven't had it confirmed or not confirmed, so it could be Shagu. Chris Forte says, let's organize a TurtleCon. I think that could be cool. So here's the problem with TurtleCon. This community is mega spread out. Like, I'm American. A lot of the devs are in the, like, Russian or Eastern Bloc nations. Sylvie, big community member, is Australian. You know, like, I don't know where we could decide to meet up. Oh, hey, everyone, say hi to Deacon. Deacon's here. Deacon's one of the people I talked to for the GM interview for RP. Also, I wanted to ask, what do you guys think of this? Is my RP fishing outfit. This is the one when I'm relaxing. This is usually what I go in. What do you guys think? The shirt is the cross-stitched vest. Let's see what I got here. It's cross-stitched vest. Wanderer's hat of the eagle. Wanderer's hat are nice. I have the quick draw gloves. I don't know why I have them. I think I just had them. I made them part of the set. Inscribed leather pants. Whisper Walk boots. I actually like the look of Whisper Walk boots. They're nice. They don't match the pants exactly, but it doesn't gotta be perfect. Ricardin, I don't think anyone meets inside Warsong Gulch for a chill moment of community. Some hatreds run deep. Like, I think I could contain myself, but I know some people would just start killing each other. Sylvie, that would be good. Gurabashi Arena, I'm sure no one would break out into violence. Veteran members will remember when the Ogremar and Stormwind used to have a fight promoter that would just teleport you to Gurabashi Arena. And many players who were leveling up would use that to meet up because there weren't so many people, so we could all use each other's tents. That was a good time. Yes, Kremen, I know. I didn't use the microwave. That wasn't me. That was my shadow producer, Murag. But we're not going to give Murag a hard time. She lives here. And she has to put up with me. Sylvia said we had a naked dance party in AV once. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. Also, I just want to ask, is the music coming in too loud or anything? It's coming in loudish on my side, but I'm not. If I can't hear my voice, so I don't know if my voice is beating it, but. Okay, thank you, Jacob. Yep, thank you. Yeah, setting up stream is actually. Oh, it's not difficult. It's just there's a lot of steps I have to learn. I have I think I just have the Elwyn Forest soundtrack playing. I actually I was gonna change it at some point too, because I think I wanted to play the the track for Scholomance, not Scholomance. What am I saying? For Karazhan. Let's start that up. hope you like harpsichord, because this soundtrack likes harpsichord. I'm not sure if the audio is balanced the same on this, so do let me know if it's coming in too loud. It does not fit the vibe of fishing, I will say that. But I wanted to give the soundtrack more exposure, if I'm being honest. Like, I talked to the composer. He's a great guy. We had some communication issues, like a lot of people you deal with in the TWoW community. English is a second language, so, you know, just be patient. But, like, the guy really loves his craft, and I think he did a great job on the soundtrack. Yes, Dragonovi. Volca is a beast. Oh, the track that I'm hearing right now, this is the one that... I don't know who did the remix for the dance party thing during the server downtime. That was funny. Okay, let's see if I can make out this question. Ronnie Hagen writes, do you happen to know what special magic is on Dawn Snowdon's torch in Winterspring is? Her torch radiates light in all directions, while my survival torch only radiates a little light upwards. That is a question for the more technically minded people. Murad? Okay, I understand now. Murago's explaining it to me. I remembered where my mute button was for my mic, so if Murag does need to speak to me, I can just press... and then you guys don't know what I'm saying. It could be anything. Well, I have everyone. Oh, wait, that doesn't... Oh, okay, wait. I have to remember how audio mixing works on this. I'm having trouble hearing myself speak. So, something I wanted to say to anyone who's interested in looking this up or wants to ever help out. I did start a TWoW News with Vrograg Discord. I have people who've been supporting me and want to help out in there already. Help me organize stories, get information out. Acalix is in there too. I'm not remembering their names. The people that do the RP newsletter are in there. If you're interested, just DM me on Discord and I can get you an invite. I kind of just want to keep it to people who want to help out with the show. And by help out, I don't just mean like information. I also mean if you just want to give emotional support, because man, this last week I needed it. So Fly Low says, hey Vrograg, just want to thank you for everything you do for the TWoW community. I hope you get some more free time to enjoy the game more. Please keep the stories coming. I will, as long as people keep watching and as long as people keep enjoying it. I'm having fun doing it. It's a good cross-section of things that I enjoy, which is writing, making goofy videos, and you know, I'm not someone like Sylvie, you know, who can like just bang out these amazing add-ons and stuff. I'm not great with coding, but I like writing and I like telling stories. So, you know, this is like as close as I can get to giving back to the community in my way. Also, sorry if you guys are hearing a dog. There is a dog outside barking. I can turn on the sensitivity if it gets distracting. Varg says, yeah, emotional support for sort. So I don't want to feed into the drama. Varg says, Alex, sensual drama tends to be put a damper on the classic community. I can only convey to you how frustrating that was to have someone who took something that I put tons of work into, both on the investigation side and on the editing side, and then comes out with a... And do not look up this video. I do not want to give them any more attention than they deserve. I'm only mentioning it here to talk about my frustrations, but the title of their video was something that I didn't even say. It wasn't even my conclusion. And that was so frustrating, and they used it as a way to further propagate rumors about Torta. I mean, you know, I'll go on record, you know, saying my views on the and I'm sure people who have been around the server for long enough have heard these things and seen the crazy people spouting it, saying that Torta is Shenna. And for some background, Shenna was someone who really affected the Elysium community in a negative way long time ago, and there have been people that have an axe to grind and believe that Torta is Shenna. And the evidence they post is in no way verifiable, so there's no way to tell if it's true. And there's a very good likelihood that it isn't true, and because of that, there's a chance that this is just harassment towards Torta. Now, that being said, if I got verifiable proof that that was true, I would react a lot differently. But, you know, and I wrote something in response to the Alex Sensual video saying essentially that because there's no way to know, I can only go off of, like, the actions that Torta has taken that are observable and verifiable. That being said, like, Torta's been a good actor and has put a lot of work into the server and been a good member of the community. So, like, and has been doing it since 2018. So, like, that's a lot of good hard work to just look beyond for a rumor. So you can understand, like, why it's so frustrating that, like, I do an investigation about one bad actor who got found out, got nuked, and if anything showed how hard the TWoW team works and takes seriously corruption and cheating, and then people come away with the conclusion that the whole team is corrupt and Torta is Shenna. It was absolutely mind-boggling to deal with that. And so that's what I have to say about that. I did want to say something about it. I don't want, you know, I'm going to look at chat. If honestly, if I see any crazy people posting, like, leave before I figure out how to ban you. But it seems like most people that are here to be supportive. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, I want people to be skeptical, because this is a private server community, and private servers do have a checkered history. I've said that before. So, like, I think it's important to remain skeptical, but, like, credit where credit's due. Like, the TWoW team's done really good things, and they've done them for a long time. So, like, I don't want to discredit that work. Kind of giving the recap for chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just trying to keep up with what I'm saying can be a little confusing sometimes. I don't know. Is my chat slow? No, maybe not. Maybe I talked fast and I'm not dealing with latency well. Okay, thank you. Meta Samsara says TWoW hands down best private server. I would agree, but I haven't tried them all, and I'm not interested in trying them all. I think what I like about TWoW is, among all the private servers I've experienced, this one has done the most to be anti-harassment and positive towards less represented populations in gaming and in WoW spaces. Like, there's women, trans, and gay, lesbian people represented, and hate speech isn't tolerated. And don't get me wrong, world chat can get a little feisty, but, like, if you watch my recent videos, you know GMs have more on their plate than just moderating chat. And if the most recurrent complaint I see about TWoW is that chat is too moderated. That's fine by me. I like having a positive, inclusive community where I play. That's important to me personally. You know, I don't really want to ever make my chat a political place beyond when the news has political implications, but you know, it's important to me that people can feel safe and free to play and express themselves in a space without being called slurs, you know. So that's my stance about that. I kept wanting to, like, for the last month, I've wanted to put like a Happy Pride Month thing in my videos, but I couldn't find a way to put it in that didn't feel pandering, you know, because I'm just an ally. Like I want to like tell people I'm an ally, but like but I never really thought of like a good way to sort of put it in there. Gutmace Gaming says TWoW is a much more ethical place than Blizzard. That doesn't say much because the bar is on the floor. It's not hard to get over that bar. Ella Davis, thank you. Saying they love my videos and content. Thank you, thank you. Pescadix says TWoW was my first private server and my first experience with WoW. I'm glad that I started here. It's a good place to start. Meta Samsara says organize my spell bar according to the rainbow spectrum. So that would be great, but I mean, I'm sure you guys are aware that when I do recordings, I'm Alt Z. I'm Alt Z all the time, baby. I'm sure the more eagle-eyed members of my community have noticed I have access to a media level GM account that I use for panning shots and stuff. When I record, I use my GM account Alt Z, and then I get them to frame up Vrograg in the correct way, and then we continue from there. Mythi Lubu Zypro. That's an interesting name. I like that name. TWoW is going in a good direction. Blizzard could have done anything and so much. Instead, they just let bots roam retail classic 24/7. Have you seen the new bots that show spell range, etc.? BS. Yeah. I mean, I think it's worth at least sharing. You know, back in the day, I did play. Back in the day, I mean, it was like a year plus ago, but I did used to play classic. Murag and I did we raided on like classic in a pretty casual-ish guild. You know, when we bumped into AQ40 and Nax, we got a lot more. When you do Nax, you can't be super casual, so you know that's sort of what happened. But we progressed through Nax, had a great time doing that. We were on a smaller server. We were on Old Blanchy. And the community was okay there. But I wasn't really thrilled with Blizzard to begin with. And the Blitzchung stuff came out, and I wanted that to be it. But I'm sure everyone who's played WoW long enough has experienced, you know, you kind of get tied into a social group, and like, you kind of feel bad when like people who might be depending on you leave. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll continue for a little longer. And I was wanting to leave. We did Nax, but then like the sex scandal stuff broke out, and you know, we were in oh, hi Shagu. Thanks for joining me, friends. Yeah, I'm not that hard to find. I told people I was on Tillabim. Where was I? Yeah, so the sex scandal stuff came out, and, oh, also another person. I guess I should have expected that. We were starting TBC, we did, like, phase 1, and I think a lot of people in the group we were in kind of wanted to quit, so we did. Murug and I tried Ascension for a little bit, which was fun, but the community there was pretty toxic, pretty sweaty gamer, and I'd always flirted with wanting to do RP. We had started tunes on TWoW back when Nax was coming out, and then we came over here. We came back after we were done with Ascension, and then we were like, oh, let's try this hardcore thing out, and the rest is history. I mean, Shagu can try to fish snipe me. I'm not fishing in pools, so... Oh, trying to mess with me. Thanks. Yeah, I will say this is actually a pretty nice look. The umbrella. It just makes it hard to fish. Hold on, let me see if I can get a better angle. Do any of the... is there any TWoW team members or GMs here that know... I've heard there's a command for, like, action cam. Does that work on this server? I could offset my camera a little bit. No, you're good, Shagu. You block my sight, but we're here to chill. I said we were gonna... This is Vrograg's day off. He's not doing reporter work right now. He's hanging out, doing what he does best. He loves fishing, you know? I should have made a fishing boat. They changed the model on fishing boat. I don't know if anyone cares about fishing boats, but I did. When I used one for a video, and I'm like, oh, I know what that's going to look like, and then I made it. I'm like, that's new. Sylvie says action cam was a classic thing. Okay, I remember, like, I watched a video about it. I'm like, oh, that might be interesting for, like, a video. You know, to do it like that. All it does, for people who don't know, it kind of off-centers your center of view. But it's nothing crazy either. But you can have it essentially track a target as well. So like your camera won't use your person as the center of influence. It'll use whatever your target is, which is a really cool thing to do. And as much as it exists, I'm always interested in, I guess, WoW cinematography. So Shagu once beat up Chuck Norris in a push-up contest. I believe it. I mean, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Look at this gorgeous hunk of a Tauren. I mean, that is a Tauren's Tauren right there. The ashy gray fur. Want to give us a flex, Shagu? I know you want to. Gotta wait for the... Nope, wait, that's the thing that everyone hates in Battlegrounds. Come on, do /flex. Wait for latency. It is a little weird how cartoonishly huge Tauren are. There are some, like, doorways and stuff that we have problems. There's the flex. Hell yeah, Shagu. Love to see it. There was a rogue. Oh, wait, no, you're not a rogue. Who's this? Oh, there's a little Karen. Who might have come here to break my kneecaps because I haven't sent back their lockboxes they sent. Sorry, little Karen. I'll get to them, I promise. I have a system set up with my guildies where I'll and please don't flood my mailbox with lockboxes. But what I do with my lockboxes that they send me is I'll unlock them for them. I'll sell all the greens and all the junk, because especially the mithril lockboxes, they always come with like one chain shirt. It would like cost so much in postage to like send it back, so I just vendor it all. I send them back blues and bags, and then I just keep 20% as my quote-unquote lockpick fee. So oh geez. Oh, Dragonovi, thank you for oh boy. Well, I didn't put it in announcements. I put it in stream. Oh, you're saying like I got announced. Hold on, let me check Discord. Oh boy.
Yeah, but Torta just shouted.
Oh geez, I got the shout out by Torta. Oh boy. Okay. Everyone act calm. Act natural. Okay, I'm fine. Hey Shagu, want to show off the new dance they put in for all the... Well, yeah, there it is. You know, I know with latency, you did that before I asked. Morlocks do have a good dance. I would say it's number 2 behind Boomkins. Yeah. Yes, Red Girl. I am bracing for impact. But, I mean, honestly, I just wanted to, like... The idea behind the stream was there's a couple reasons. One was that I really wanted to, like, thank the people that have, like, supported the videos. And I just wanted to, like, say thank you to everyone. And also, like, part of it, too, is just trying to test out streaming. Because I like interacting with people. You know, not everything I do needs to be some sort of fancy, super overproduced news broadcast, you know. And also to answer questions. What is this? Mind read? Oh. I can read your mind? What was that? I didn't see that. Well, I saw it, but I don't know what it was. Neuropsyche asks, is it true that you have a Thunder Fury? Yeah. Give me a second here. I'm probably going to get questions about where I'm at with gearing. By the way, thank you to whoever made outfitter work. I have a lot of outfits. I have Anchor Orc, Birthday Suit, I have daggers. This is for Veilstraz, I think. This is for Firemaw. My fist set. Let's look at my mainstay sword DPS set. Everyone can... So... Oh, yeah, that's right. So this... Okay, it doesn't look like a Thunder Fury, but it is. It is. So, part of the reason I transmogged it was because... let me show you. I think I transmogged a different sword to look like Thunder Fury. So Thunder Fury, for anyone who, you know, who knows, I think my AQR does it. Ancient. There it is. All right. Is that? Okay, there. See. So, Thunder Fury is big, and it's very noticeable. How this sword is is one-handed rather than two, I'll never know. But, you know, when I'm trying to, like, go for, like, a look, this sword is, like, I mean, like, the entire look you're going for is centered around Thunder Fury, pretty much, because it's so big. So, I'll show everyone my, so I wanted to make, like a sexy orc outfit. I thought maybe if there were any pride parades, I could also put this on and run around. Where is it? Yes. Also, so there's multiple reasons I have this set. This is my my tanking patchwork set. For those who are really into the meta, you can tank raid bosses as a rogue. People are probably aware I'm a rogue. I thought it would be funny if, like, in my head, here's how it would go. Like, the raid leader would be like, hey, Vrograg, it's time, like, we need a tank. And all they would see is it would look like Vrograg strips naked to tank. So this is as close to male tunes in WoW can get to, like, a slutmog, I guess. So part of my transmog, of course, is Thunder Fury. Notice it has agility, which helps me for my avoidance. So I transmogged it because otherwise it just looked really big and obnoxious. But because it's Thunder Fury, it's still strapped on my back. You can see that. Yeah, this is my sexy orc outfit. Oh, hey, it's Lexi. Wait, hi. Hi, Lexi. Good to see you. Lexi and I. You know, anyone who's played hardcore probably has experienced this. You sort of have almost like a graduating class, sort of like the heat that your compatriots you come up with. And Lexi came up with me and Marog, like when we helped one another. We sort of came up around the same time. So Lexi and I are fast friends. We used to raid together. But Lexi, you've taken a little bit of a step back from the game, which is fine. You can get burnt out. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I should make it a rule that if you find your way here, you have to you have to come as a Murloc, so it can look like Vrograg and a bunch of Murlocs. Sorry, I'm looking at chat. Sorry, I haven't been looking at you. You must use the Sword of 1,000 Truths as a reporter. Just saying. That is true, Ricardin. You make a good point. However, I thought the Sword of 1,000 Truths was only a slow and steady reward. I don't know if that's true.
It is a slow and steady.
Yeah. Hello, Pepe Smite. Pepe Smite. Also, if anyone who's dropping in isn't subscribed, if you subscribe, you'll get a notification. It'll show up. And also, I'm worried that it's not working. So if you haven't subscribed, like, do it so I know it's not broken. You can unsubscribe if you don't want to be subscribed. I don't want to be weird like that. Yeah, so Bobby says it's only a slow and steady reward. Yeah, I can't go back in time, but I'll tell you what is going to make the news this next week. It'll be the changing of how they program the Transmog. So currently, or wait, did they put the fix in already? I think the fix is in already, right, Murog? Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, that went
yeah.
live on.
Yeah. So before you could do some jank, you could put a transmog on a white item, log off, and then still trade it. So you could like people that don't hold on. I think where's Little Karen? Little Karen, get out your Thunder Fury. I know you have one. But yeah, there it is. Here, check this out. We're gonna inspect because our other faction I have to inspect manually. Oh, let me just group with you for a second. Yep. So if we... Can I inspect you now? I should be able to inspect you, right? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. So see, this is a Cutlass, right? So Little Karen has never gotten Thunder Fury. But someone got a Thunder Fury, did the Transmog sort of cheese thing, and then traded away the look. Shagu, I'm explaining exactly why everyone has Thunder Fury right now. Yeah, so they fixed it so everything's bind on pickup now. So that's just... Also, you're a druid, so you could never equip swords, but there are some things that can take sword transmogs that you could equip. So yes, our freedom of expression now is a little bit more limited by that, but if you do actually look at the way transmog tokens are supposed to work, it's supposed to be soulbound the second you put it on. So I'm not sure what started it. I think some people complained about it. This is all like unconfirmed stuff, so don't take it as fact, but some people started to talk about it, and I think it got changed because of that. So, you know, it is what it is. Wait, this is, by the way, this is my reporter outfit. There it is. Wanted to show that before I got back into my fishing gear. Let's go to RP Fish Slayer. I thought about making this an RP event, but I was going to be talking most of the time, I thought, in chat, so here's my little... This is supposed to be my skin and knife for fish, but it's just a gut ripper. Oh, thank you for the innervate. Okay, wait a second. When I did fishing boat before, Lexi, mine looked different than that, I think. Let me check. Hold on. let me check. This is a sorry, I just looked at chat. ejav91 says, if Torta is a real one, they should let you announce 1.16.6 release soon, or release date. Since I've talked to Acalix, so like Acolyx has told me that they have an idea about when, but everyone on the team is too scared to say even roughly anything. I have off-the-record information that I can't share, but I can tell you this. There isn't a date. There isn't like a magical date that they know and they aren't sharing with us. The second there is a date, I mean, let's be honest. The second they decide on a date, I mean, I will stop everything I'm doing just to make a 5-minute video that just is playing like hype music and like, I don't know, shows a picture of a worgen and it says, guys, they have a date. Like, that's all I'll do. But the second I have a date, I'll let everyone know. I guarantee you, they're not hiding a date from us. Is my impression I got from Acolyx. And excuse me. Sorry, frog in my throat. There is some hesitation, right, to give out dates, and it's not anything to do with wanting to be shy about it. It's just that if they give a date and something goes wrong, and you have to remember this is like an ancient client that they're using, made with spaghetti code, something's going to go wrong, and they don't want to deal with the other side of this, which is they give a date and then they push it out a week and everyone is raging, you know. And I respect that about the team. Like they when they make a promise, they do everything in their power to keep up on that promise. So, you know, good on them. Like, all right, that's fine. That's their approach. And you know, I'm not. Oh, jeez, look how big my bank is. It's so hard to. What is the name of my fishing pole? Fishing? No, it's not fishing. It's like exterminator. Oh man. Hold on. I can hit the sort bags button, but my game client might lag. Here we go. Oh boy. I hit it again. There it is. See? Oh, damn it. Who just traded with me? I just found my fishing pole. No. I found it. Here it is. Okay. I can go back to fishing now. If anyone's joining the stream, I should probably be looking at my... What does this window do? Hold on. This might crash the stream. Nope. I thought there was like a window I can see to like see like who's in. It might be on... Might be here? Dashboard? I don't know. Oh well. There might be more people joining. I just wanted to welcome the people that have joined, who are just jumping in. If you have any questions you want to ask me about the news show, about anything going on, about, you know, or if you just want to be supportive, that's fine too. But I do want to thank people and, you know, do some community outreach here. So I'm here for you. Oh man, that fishing boat looks so good. Okay. I hope they're not offended. I'm gonna fish from it. People might not know, the fishing boat does give a fishing bonus. So if you look over here at my skills, my fishing skill is plus 20. Wait a second. Hold on. Is there a dev in chat? Is this an invisible buff? Because I really thought the fishing boat gave a buff. Am I crazy for thinking that? Or is this a different model and it's just working differently? There's a lot of stuff that I don't know about how they code things. I'm here for the layman. Just to show. See, like, you can make a fishing boat with a couple fish oil, some simple wood, and copper bolts. So you make it, and then it's like in your inventory, and then you can pop it out. But I could have sworn this was the old model, because the one I used for a video looked differently. Yeah, Shagu says it's a sailing boat now. Rinhart is posting in my guild chat saying fishing boat. Thank you. I'm glad people in my guild are passively... you can't see them because of my stream overlay, but people in my guild chat are passively contributing to the guild chat. Let's take a look. Old Blizzard used to do the same thing. Never give a date until you know the product is ready. Yeah, exactly, Gutmaze. That is a better approach. Nick Great and hype. Annoying trumpet sounds. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Yeah, that is the video I would make. It would be obnoxious. Sylvie says you gotta hear Discord ping. Is this the one for live or is that the announcement? I'm sorry. Oh, right. Because I probably don't have the authority to do at here's, right? Okay. Also for anyone else joining, I do have something planned for later when we're wrapping up. I'll just show off what I can here. Hold on. You see this? This is a spreadsheet I have with everyone who commented on the video. As I said, I would randomly choose one of these people to be the winner of the 200 Turtle WoW coins I was promised by Acalix a long time ago. So I'll be giving that out for part of the celebration. Zenji asks, I have a PF quest question for the community. Does anyone know if it's possible to make quests show on the zoomed out world map? It's one of my favorite features of Questy and I can't seem to find it. Zenji, you picked a good chat to ask that question in because Shagu lurks. Like the guy that writes the thing, he's right here. This is him. This is the guy. I'm gonna point at him. /point. Although Shagu, if you're just chilling, you don't gotta answer questions. You can always ask questions too in the in the add-on channel. Oh jeez. In the support channel of the Discord. There's also an add-on section too you can ask. I think Shagu's a lot more active in the add-on section. New milestone at Vrograg, 40 plus people wathing you? I'm assuming that's a typo. Also, to answer the previous question from Zenji, Shagu says it's not possible, sorry. And I believe Shagu. Shagu doesn't tell lies. Oh, watching me, thank you. Yeah, I don't know, for someone who has a BA in English, you think I would be able to, like, approximate what someone's trying to say. Hopefully no one's been subjected so far to hearing me vape. I am a vapor. I'm a dirty, dirty vapor. But I mean, when you think about it, your classical reporter is usually a smoker. But this is like a new day, a new age. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, since I don't smoke cigarettes, I'm not gonna ever get one of those really nice announcer voices. You just have to deal with my, I don't know. It's hard to sort of talk about your own voice. I feel like my voice is annoying, but I also feel like everyone says it about their own voice, so. Wise Discernment says you're like the Ron Burgundy of WoW. Yeah, I would like to think I'm like slightly more ethical than Ron Burgundy, in that I don't openly sexually harass women, but as far as being the biggest reporter, yes. Shout out, I don't know if they're still here, but the person who writes the RP Rumors newsletter, they just got in the Discord recently. They're really cool. I've chatted with them before. They take obviously a much different approach. Theirs is about RP stuff, but I do some, like, I would call my news show sort of like light RP. I try to keep things RP friendly as well because and anyone here who's from the roleplay community knows, like, I love the RP community here. I got my start there. They're really fun. I'm sorry, I got a whisper from Shock Warden. Just saw the announcement. Congrats on 1K. I don't even know if you're in chat. Why am I thanking someone who whispered me? Either way. Thank you, Shock Warden. Oh, hold on. Everyone hold the phone. I see a chat. Dragonovi says, tiny 1.16.6 spoiler. Everyone get your screen grabs ready. Go ahead, Dragonovi. What do you have to say? What do you have to tell the people? Mind you, if you say something bad, I'm going to tell Acalix on you. I'm sure Acalix will love that. Dragonovi, listen, I can't have you trolling my chat in such a way. You have to realize the power and responsibility you have when you say tiny spoiler. These people are thirsty. My audience is hungry for news. Thank you for everyone joining. If you're not subscribed I imagine most people here are subscribed. If you do subscribe, there will be a little notification. I think I did a thing for like, I don't know that much about YouTube streaming. I think I have something for like donations, but I don't know if that's even working yet, or super chats or whatever they call them. But I do have alerts on. Fleelo, who by the way I believe is on the spreadsheet. You could be one of the lucky winners of the 200 turtle coins. So stay tuned. Also, if you do win, I'm gonna do everything in my. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick 3 winners, because there are people that watch my videos that don't even play Turtle WoW. Audie, see, look, I see that. Audie just subscribed. Thank you for testing my widget. It works. Let's go. Thank you for your subscription. Although this isn't Twitch, so it's not like a Twitch subscription. They just subscribe to my YouTube. But either way, thank you. I can see. Sorry, Ronan Altman also subscribed. I think I must have missed that one. I'm not always looking at my overlay, so I'm looking at like my gameplay screen. Yes, wise discernment. As I said in my previous video, I would be giving away 200 Turtle WoW coins. Those were promised to me from Acalix when I first started, and that's when I was still trying to really find like my voice and what I wanted to do. And I made the decision back then that I wanted to do like as close to real journalism as I could on a WoW server. So I decided back then to tell Acalix, I'm like, I'm trying to do like an ethical journalism thing. It doesn't look good if I'm taking money from the people I'm trying to cover. Even though it's not money, it's just Turtle WoW coins, but still, I wanted to sort of be above reproach, so to say. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me say this. This is the last time I'm going to try to react to someone who whispers me in game. I appreciate you whispering me in game, but it would be helpful if you put that question into chat, because that's the one I'm trying to look at the most. So from now on, whoever Death is, I'll answer your question, but try to put your questions in the chat. Because that, I'm trying to foster a community here. But anyway, I'll answer your question. They ask, I'd like to know if there are plans to fix Transmog gear from reverting every time it takes damage. Yep, no, you're good, Death. You're good. I didn't tell anyone. You're fine. So I can't speak to that because I don't know. I will tell you a little bit about what I do know, which is there is a big this client. It's a miracle that half the stuff does work. I don't know what they did to make Transmog work, but errors with Transmog are frequent. I don't know if that is a thing they're focusing on with 1.16.6. And I don't even know who on the team focuses on that sort of thing. Oh, sorry. I do want to answer this question. Riddle of Lighting asks, how many fish have you slayed? Since starting stream, we got 18 stone scale, 9 lightning eels, 4 blackmouth, oily blackmouths, some raw red gill. Oh, sorry. These were up here too. 4 red gill and 14 sun scale salmon. I am a fish slayer. That's what I do. Oh, wait a second. Dragonovi's here? Where's Dragonovi? Okay. Dragonovi's here, everyone. If you want your chance to say hi to someone who works on the team who's also in-game, well, I mean, there's your chance. There's Dragonovi right there. I'm, although, sorry. in Say Chat, Dragonovi says this island stinks. Yes, it kind of does, but it's peaceful. It's peaceful here. It's nice. If anyone wants to come join the, I guess I call this a fishing party at this point. Here's my map. We're right here. Even if you're low level, well, if you're low level, you might die, but I am in a group with a warlock, so let me know if you're low level and want to come here. Maybe I can convince little Karen, little Karen. Maybe we can summon them in. But you are in a lot of danger here if you're low level, because there's like level 59 mobs. So, but yeah. So if you really do want to join, let me know. But if you're high enough level to come by, though, you're welcome to drop by. We got the fishing boat out. Also, I want to make a fishing boat too. I want to make there be like a party boat situation. If anyone can help me out, I don't have all the mats on me. I think I have 2 fish oil in my bank. Wait, maybe I do have enough. So I have the copper bolts on me. I only need 10. Oh wait, no. I think I do have everything in the bank. Hold on. I want to make a boat. So we need simple wood. Here's simple wood. Handful of copper bolts. By the way, if anyone's checking this out, this is a great PFUI integration. You can search your bags. If you become a long-time raider, your bags can look like this. If you do RP and videos and raiding, you might be like me and have nearly 10 pairs of boots, almost a dozen. All right, handful of copper bolts. We got that. And we need fish oil. Sorry, I'll get back to chat here in a second. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a. Is this? Can anyone answer me? Is Farsight and whatever the hunter version is? Do they look the same? Because I feel like either a shaman's looking at me or a hunter's looking at me. No, I'm good, Lexi. I got all the mats I need. I'm gonna make my boat now. All right. Wait, how do I? Oh, you know what? I need 10 more simple wood. Does anyone have 10 more wood? If you have 10 more wood and you're here, just trade it to me. I'll give you the vendor cost if you're concerned about the 5 copper it's worth. Let's see. Back in chat. Can you put tent in a boat? I think you can, Meta Samsara. I think you can. I only say that because I saw Shagu put down the umbrella down. How long does stream last? I was planning on streaming for 2-3 hours. So I'm I guess like I'm an hour and a half into it. This will also, because it's YouTube, I'm pretty sure this all gets archived. So I mean, if you're gonna miss something, you have something to do, like by all means, go. you can leave. It's alright. Yeah, like I didn't have super big plans for this. This was just me thanking everyone, chatting to people, answering any questions. I might do more streaming later. You know, this is also kind of a bit of a test to see how I like it. I'll bring you wood, summon me, little Karen. Hey, Red Girl 27. Oh, Smidgen. Smidgen wants an invite. Let me invite Smidge. Smidgen, I'll get you. Little Karen, let's get Smidge summoned here because they have wood. I'll get you. Can we? Oh, I need another person. Lexi, could I just invite you for a second? I'm getting someone down. Oh, look at that party boat. That is that is something right there, isn't it? No, you're Shagu. You're not. Oh, there's. For a second, I thought Smidgen showed up, but I thought Shagu just walked up. I'm like, what the heck? I just need 10 wood, Smidge. Thank you. I'll get you back the 5 copper later. All right, let's get another boat down. All right, fishing boat. So you have to create the boat first. Oh, hold on. I'm being asked to look at the raptor. Oh, congratulations, Smidgen. You just got the Smidgen has had the ZG Raptor for a while, but was struggling to get the epic riding because they have a life. Didn't just want to grind out all the gold, and they started raiding. And you know how raiding is, that affects your ability to make gold. Congratulations, Smidge. I'm actually really excited for you. That's awesome. Did I make my boat? I did. Oh, it looks like wood. That's... Hey, Dragonovi, you guys want to change the icon on this? Look at this. See what I'm talking about? Fishing boat looks like simple wood. All right, I'm going to put another boat down. Get the party boat going. Lexi, there's no need to call out Smidgen like that. Also, Smidge took a little bit of a break too. Yes, B101. Whoa, Shagu in the open world. Yes, Shagu. Little know this, but they are a fan. Okay, what's going on? I thought the boat I made for my video did not look like this. Did it always look like this? Am I losing my mind? If there's an alliance tent maker, we can have an alliance and a horde boat. But look at this party armada we got going on. Love it. B101 says a while, 6 months. Listen, Shagu does other things too. Shagu, you know, for a lot of people, the TWoW is like a community, you know. And oh geez, what just? Oh, you put the for a second, Shagu. I was like in the Christmas tree. You almost had me stuck there. Look at this. Look at this little Christmas, this little beautiful boat we have. Love it. Love to see it. But yeah, you know, Shagu does other things, and I would never speak poorly about Shagu. Shagu can play as much or as little as they want. They do a lot to help with the add-ons. And if we didn't have Shagu not playing as often, we wouldn't have gotten that nice tasty leak. Shagu might have been like, hey, wait a second, that database, that 1.16 isn't out. Oh jeez. Sorry about lightning. Go over here. Oh, there's so much noise. I'm gonna turn down the sound. Oh, my music stopped too. I apologize for that. Let's listen to some AQ40 music. I like the AQ40 music. It gets kind of intense towards the end. All right, let's go. We got another boat going. Who wants to join the party boat? Look at this. Yes, Daniel, I do mean the hydro leak. So I calling it the hydro leak's a little a little misleading because it also leaked other information about stuff going on in Gilneas, in the Noma Reclamation Facility. So the reason I like calling it the Hydro leak, though, is because, like, the Hydro quest is sort of what unlocked it. I don't remember if it was Only or Armored who first discovered it, but, like, they were in Winter Spring when they noticed they had quest markers in Hydro. So, but no, I mean, I think that's exciting, you know? I got a lot of stuff spoiled for me, and I tried to scrub it from my mind. I really didn't want to spoil anything for anyone else. But you know, that being said, it's really fascinating, all the stuff that's out there. They have so much planned. And I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm trying to say, like, I'm impressed with how much they have planned. It's a big undertaking. Because knowing how much the team loves to punish themselves, those aren't all going to be, you know, simple fetch quests. They probably have some, like, super complicated, like, things strung together that's going to have, like, follow mechanics, and then it's going to break, and they're going to... Yeah. Lexi's in my group and asks, the LFT leak? And the code is the name of the Gilneas city bosses. I've been trying to, like... So sort of like my approach with talking about the leaks is just to say they exist and talk about how they matter in sort of the scope of understanding how close the team is and how much work, like, to show that like there's a lot of work they're doing, because the team's busy doing stuff like making the patch and destroying gold sellers. You know, they have a lot of work on their plate, so a lot of times I work with Acalix to sort of like better communicate what's going on, because, you know, Acalix has a life too, and I like making news programs. So, you know, that being said, though, I know there were actually people who watched my video who were like, thanked me for putting spoiler warnings, because some people really, really care about this content, you know? It's not just a bunch of sweaty raiders who are like, oh, I can't wait to kill a dragon in Hyjal. You know, some people are like, so, like, I wonder how it is that, like, we get to enter the dream through Hyjal. Like, and I respect that. I respect those people, and I will do whatever I can to protect them from something that gets leaked. Looking back at my chat, Omeowa Moo says, greetings from hurtful Vrograg, smiley face. I had no idea you were streaming. Keep it up. Thank you for joining. Reminder, if anyone isn't subscribed to my channel, if you subscribe, you'll get to see a cool little alert, a custom alert that I made. I gotta keep growing the TWoW brand, people. Fly Low says, LOL, sweaty raiders. Yes, sweaty raiders, they're people too. You know, sometimes I act like one, but I'm not as sweaty as some. Robert Charles PDX, excuse me, sir, I do not sound like that when I sweat. No. I think what sweaters sound like in most of the times I've heard about them is they take one minor thing that's going to change and then blow up about it. For anyone who was around when they removed world buffs, that is what they sounded like. Which, to be fair, it did slow down how quickly raids went. And, you know, not that I want to make this a sweat chat, but I will say I do agree that the way, you know, with world buffs being nerfed, or sorry, being removed, was implemented, and the joining of totems and pally buffs, because some people who are new might not know, for a long time, pally buffs, like all pally buffs and all Shami buffs, were like exclusive. So if you were melee, you could have salve, but you'd either get might and kings or you'd get wind fury. So when they removed world buffs, they allowed shaman and pally buffs to stack with each other. So the reason I talk about how the way the world buffs thing was implemented nerfed casters, it's because being able to have pally buffs and shaman buffs at the same times, it really helped melee. But for casters, it was sort of like a meh. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they were happy to have kings. Actually, I don't think there is really a totem that specifically helps them, right? I mean, you can stack Mana Spring and Blessing of Wisdom. So that really only helped the Mana Starved classes. Shagu showing off that they can be a land seal. Big fan of that. Hey, Shagu, are there animations when you're in that? Can you do like a wave? I think there's a wave for the seals, right? Oh, hey. Kenny Benoit. Hey, Vrograg. How are the fish biting today? Kenny, thank you for joining me. Kenny's an IRL friend, also a streamer. Check out his stuff as well. Helped me get some confidence about streaming, answered some of my questions. They're a IRL person, I know. Let's see, we have Mana Spring, but not at all equal. Yeah, that was kind of the feeling. And I say that as someone who mains a melee DPS. Like, I was aware of how it changed. Yes, thank you for reminding me too. Bloodlust is the thing that poor enhancement shaman. They get this great ability, and then they find that giving it to the stronger melee DPS, which usually isn't them. Oh, thank you. I got raw spine fin halibut. Appreciate that. Let's see what else. Dragonovi, almost 50 players. 50 players online? That's not right. Oh, I'm sorry. You mean like people that are like here or in stream? Because there are some people that are here that are not even players. So, you know, some people just like news videos. They like the style. I've seen it in comments. People going like, "Hey, you know, I like what you're doing. This reminds me of like old WoW videos. I watch your stuff even though I don't play Turtle WoW," which is really cool. But I just got to get up for a second. I got to get a drink of water, and we're gonna test out to see how my BRB thing works. Doesn't work. You gotta let me know if it works.
Yep, it came up. I got feared into a pack and I vanished and they reset and did it.
Oh, hey, you know, I think the mic was on that whole time.
No.
Oh, it isn't?
Nope. Nope, it did, actually.
Okay, we're back. People hear me? Yeah, see, thank you, Zenji. The mic was on.
There's a really long delay. 1 second.
Number, I know there's. Now, here's the thing. I wanted the stream to like look okay, but if I do very low latency, which would be good for conversations, I think the video would this would look like absolute garbanzo beans. But for anyone who's joining too, I'm answering questions. We're celebrating. If anyone wants to drop by, we're all the way over here in Tel Aviv. Everyone should have the flight point because that's how new zones are coded in the game. So yeah, sorry about the lag. Well, it's not lag. It's my ability to talk and then respond to things that are happening in chat. B101 Murag, I didn't hear you talking on the phone. Yes, everyone should at Murag and congratulate her as well. She just finished a slow and steady level. She got level 60 on her rogue Darsada. It's a big deal for her. It's her first 60 rogue, I believe, and this is great. I mean, she's gonna get to learn from one of the best. I mean, Vrograg, right? Also, she somehow already has Brutality Blade and Hodge. For anyone who is into the deep rogue meta, knows how good that is. By the way, Galton, I did tell people I wouldn't respond to whispers, but since this is Say Chat, that's fine because you're actually here. Galtan says, greetings from Germany. I do want to shout out all my German homies. It's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to stream when I did. I wanted to get like weekend, like sort of like late morning, because there's a lot of Europeans on the server too, and I think according to my YouTube analytics, something like 6-7% of my audience is German. So I think Murag's gonna look at me weird when I say this because I think she can speak a little German. But Guten Tag? Is that hello? Oh, I gotta wait for the 10-second delay to find out if it was true or not. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Murag says I'm okay. Yes, Yashura. Gluten Trog. Look at chat. What is chat saying? Is it legal to boost an alt slow and steady with my main? I think you might be missing the point of slow and steady. I'm not going to tell people how to play the game, Backox Eric, but I don't think it's like, it might be against the spirit of the rules. I know it's against the rules for hardcore. Ricardin is asking if any Inferno mode people are around. If you are, say what's up. Wise Discernment says she won't know the suffering of acquiring. Yes, because Murag just got... So, I do binding runs. I did binding runs for a while, of course, because I have Thunder Fury, but I still try to help out when I can. Just because I have Thunder Fury doesn't mean I'm just gonna, never show up to binding runs. I still want to help out. And, you kill Baron, Geddon, and Gar for those, and one of the drops that you can get is Brutality Blade. A lot of people are already tied to MCs, so oftentimes it's people just bringing their alts for fun. And Murag's like rogue was like level 57 and just came along because she was already attuned. And a Brutality Blade dropped and no one wanted it. I think a Pally did, but everyone said no. That Pally doesn't want that. So there was a while where... Oh, sorry, I've been corrected. She was 55. She's trying to flex. She got Brutality Blade when she was 55. She's very excited about that. Because that's a good way to start a level 60 rogue if you're going to do raiding. Let's see. Let's see what else. Yes, more EU people checking in. Hello, Xver Zelt. Catching up. Yes. Backox Eric says Hungary middle. All right. This KT92 says congrats on 1K. Thank you. When we get to the top of the hour, for anyone who's just joining, I'll show it off here. Let's see. I have a list of everyone who commented on my last video. I have like a little dice roller thing as part of that web browser, and we'll roll live to see who wins the 200 TWoW coins I promised. So we got that to look forward to. I'll try to do that. Yeah, in about 12 minutes we'll get to that. Robert Charles PDX says the best ... Fugger. Fix that for you. Listen, if you are either our Fugger or our Fugger fans, yeah, Fugger's really good. Pushes big numbers, and is actually, I believe, in guild is like my class lead. Fugger's great. Knows a lot about the rogue meta, you could say, and actually has helped me quite a bit. When I said the best, I was counting other things than just looking at DPS meters. So just to defend myself. Let's see, it's catching up. So many people at Westfall, Ricarden says. Oh, sorry, wait. Catherine Cat, hey, new sub here. Congratulations for 1K subs. I really enjoy your content. Thank you, Catherine, for joining. Yes. If anyone's new to TWoW, like, I would probably say this chat room is probably a better indicator of the better parts of the community you'll find. I mean, any private server, any community really is going to have, jerks, idiots, but I try to only attract people that are not like those people. So there's a lot of support, a lot of acceptance. I enforce that personally. If I catch anyone being mean, bullying, saying anything I don't want to be said, like racial epithets, slurs, anything like that, I don't tolerate it. The only time I have to tolerate it, oh, by the way, I see Torito just subscribed. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, the only time I tolerate that stuff is when I'm in other people's discords or chats and I'm talking for information about stories, I do believe in freedom of speech. I have water walking. Whoever put this on me, thank you. Now I can fish more easily. So, hey, I believe in freedom of speech, but I also think you shouldn't be free from those consequences. So I do not really engage with what someone would call, gamer language. I could definitely get angry, and I'll cuss up a storm. Murrah can see me do that, but I usually quiet my mic for that. Let's see here. Yes. Kenny's talking about the subs trophy. I did mention a friend of mine, Devin, made a custom YouTube sub trophy for me for 1,000, which is a painted over N64 cartridge of like Toy Story, and they painted like congrats on it. I left it at your place, Kenny. I just forgot about it. I will pick it up later. Ricarden says, Vrograg, at least let us bully gnomes. Listen, if you're gonna bully someone, okay, do it in RP. Make fun of the gnome in RP for being short. Because some of my favorite players are gnomes. Although that sounds like, oh, I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are, that's kind of what that sounds like. But I like Smidge and little Karen right here. They're great. Also, I don't PvP, so maybe my experience is different because I know hordes don't like dealing with gnomes because they're small. So, yeah, back ox. Eric says, "Oh, I just subscribed now." Yeah, that's exactly why I'm reminding people to sub too. Not just because the notification. I'm proud that I made a notification without breaking stream, but also because there's a lot of people that watch that just forget to. And the more subs I get, like I think I get closer to like getting like an AdSense account, and then like imagine a world where like I could use like advertisement revenue to like make better videos. That would be pretty cool. Or as poggers, as the as the Zoomers say. Let me see. Just ignored Ricardo. He's a well-known troll. That's not true. Ricardo, or Ricardin in chat, is great. One of my earliest supporters on my YouTube videos, and has gone to bat for me when I am trying to engage honestly with dishonest actors. So Nick Raiden, my super chat thing isn't on because I haven't gotten enough what's it called, watch hours to be eligible for it. It is on, or the notification should be working, but I don't think there's a thing that works for it yet. This stream too was just a test. Like I wasn't I wasn't looking to be, as QV Bearzelt says, I wasn't looking to like make partner and like make a bunch of money. I think I do have to be some kind of status with YouTube in order to have the super chat enabled, though. Oh, I see Drew's here. Drew's a my guild's main bear tank. Also an ally to the show, been very supportive. Was very helpful when I was really stressing out about the To Catch a Cheater program and some of the fallout from that. To anyone who helped, thank you. Like really, who supported me when I was really stressed out about stuff, like that mattered a lot. So here's a question I have, because I don't know a terrible amount about streaming. Are you guys allowed to change your nicknames in the YouTube chat?
You have to make a channel. They do like to make a channel thing.
Oh, I have to make a channel?
They can.
Oh.
I made a channel for Murrog, and now I'm commenting as Murrog.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I mean, Murrog's letting me know that she was able to essentially have her screen name show up as her name because she made a channel and then changed her name over to that. If anyone has like a hard to pronounce name that shows up in YouTube chat and wants to change it, like that I only mention that because someone who I've known for a long time, Shen, whispered me and said and told me what their tag was. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes it easier. But I can't remember everyone. Nick Raiden says more long-form content. Yeah, like, here's the thing with long-form content. Long-form content takes a long time to make, I'm sure. And I think most people who watch my videos know the level of production value I like putting into my stuff. So, it's good. I'd like to do it. But, like a story like To Catch a Cheater, which was really like, I guess you could call it like the black sheep of what I have on my channel. I wanted that to get out as soon as possible, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that I didn't want rumors on the server to surface. I wanted to get to the bottom of it and then let people know what really happened. Because I had the best of intentions. Like I really wanted people to know how much work the TWoW team put in like communicating to me what really happened, and sort of dispel any fears. Now, I don't know if anyone knows what the Streisand effect is. I might have Streisand affected the whole situation though, because I brought more attention to it. I also brought more negative attention. But I can't control everything, and I kind of tried to learn to let some of that go, and I did a lot of harm reduction. Like I pinned a post on the video about it, and I replied to anyone who made shitty excuse my language, crappy reply videos or react videos about it. I tried to let them know what really was going on. So I think most of the bad stuff, I think we worked through most of it at this point. But I appreciate the compliments I got about it. I did put a lot of work into it. I'm glad people appreciate the thoroughness. I might do more stuff like that, but it needs to be a more investigative piece. I have a couple things. I could say I have things cooking. When I say I have things cooking, it's like I have an idea that I want to do, but I haven't done a lot of the ground level work on it yet. Jared M says no one listens to Alex when it comes to TWoW anyway. Yeah, that's probably true, but see, even though that's true, because I believe in ethical journalism, something that's important for ethical journalism is also harm reduction. I have to make sure that the content I put out doesn't, in a real negative way, affect people badly. So that's something that I felt like I could have done a little better. So yeah, no one listens to Alex, but that didn't stop people from it increasing people getting harassed. And I have a high standard, so I want to do better on that, I would say. I see Ricardon saying there's a lot of haters on TWoW on YouTube who pretend to make reviews all around, but Torta and her team are doing an amazing job. Yeah. Like the team does do an amazing job. And like, obviously, when I've done more off the record stuff, when I've like, so I don't know if anyone knows what a police ride along is. It's something that, at least in America, you could do as like a citizen. You could request a ride along, and you just sit in a police cruiser and you get to kind of see what they do. I've had the privilege of being able to do that with some of the GMs, and like, obviously I couldn't record what they were doing. You know, there's a lot of privacy concerns in that. But what I will say is that, like, it is deeply impressed upon me, like how much work they actually do get up to. Just finding bots, destroying them, gold sellers, advertisers, and then just answering, you know, like Joe Schmo's ticket who's like, I did a quest and this thing didn't work correctly. They got to do all that. And then there's like this dev team that's burning the candle at both ends, trying to make, and if the leaks are to be believed, a ridiculous amount of new content on what is essentially a free server. Like, if that isn't the soul of a passion project, I don't know what is. So, you know, when I think about that kind of stuff, I'm like, I need to do better because these people are doing their best. And I wish I could muster a quarter of the passion some of them have for the TWoW project. Oh, I see. All right, everyone. Party's over. Tawny showed up. Hi, Tawny. Tawny has been helpful in the past with bringing my attention to some stories. Tawny and Zoomer have a podcast about TWoW stuff you guys should all check out. Turtle Talk Tuesdays, I believe it's called. It's usually posted in the media channel. They usually have a vlog of it up. I think it broadcasts on Twitch, though. You can't correct me if I'm wrong, Tawny. Oh, geez. Hey, time has flown by, everyone. Guess what? It is 2 past the hour. I'm going to do the drawing. Let me get it up. Browser. There it is. Okay. So let me just get over here. All right. If anyone, let me know if you can see the browser. Let me know when you guys can see the browser. I'll explain what we're going to do next. Also, I want to kind of measure how big the the lag is. I think it's about 10 seconds. Okay, I see people seeing it. Okay, so right here, I went through the YouTube comment section. Every unique person who commented on it, I wrote down their name. The last person I got was Feronia. The first person was Rob the IE Man, who I remember their comment, which was first. Thank you, Rob the Man. So we have numbers 1 all the way through 73. So we're going to go over to a dice roller that I pulled up. We have roll 1 dice, 73 sided. I will get this started. It will stop when I hit stop. It is not 20-sided B101, even though there is an icon of a D20. I'm gonna draw it out, make sure everyone sees this. All right, let's see. In 3, 2, 1. 31. Who's 31? Let's take a look. 31. Ozzy the Paladin. Ozzy Paladin, I guess. I'd have to let me pull up the I think I can drag over the comment section. Let me just pull it up. I'm going to do a backup roll as well in case they're a person who doesn't play. I'm not trying to tease whoever it is. We're going to do a second roll as well. I just have to put a check mark on them. So Paul Hedon. So they were first. All right, we got that. We're going to do one more roll. In case Paul Hedon doesn't play or I can't reach them, I do want to have a backup. So let's go first. I want the start. There it is. And 13. Lucky 13 is Canal of Endable. There's a second. Okay. Yeah, see, like I'm checking chat now. I see Ricardin says, but I don't play TWoW. He. Because there's only one Aussie Paladin. Oh, you guys think you know who it is? Does anyone know who it is? Or if you know number 2. Sorry, let me hide the overlay there. So insane, Smidgen. I know that's not true. Smidgen, I know it's not Smidgen. This is quite a party we got going on. Thank you everyone for showing up. Yeah, it's true. Neuropsyche does say Crashdown is the only Aussie Paladin. That is the... Wait, Karini isn't Australian, right? I don't... No, Karini's not Australian. That's one of my other favorite Paladins I know of. Ricardin says, big congrats. I do play, maybe. The first one, don't play TWoW since to pick a second one. Okay, I think I pick up what you're putting down. I think. That's okay. This is the gamer edition of I'm on TWoW. Yeah, it kind of is. I said it was going to be a celebration stream, so I'm not gonna begrudge people wanting to hang out and do silly things. That's fine. Let me put on Dead Wind Pass music here. Did it I know the music got a little quieter there. Is this playing? Oh, there it is. You guys can still hear music, right? And I see Sylvie saying Divinus was Aussie too. So Thunder Cookie, to answer your question, can't you just DM the account and ask them to send you there? So YouTube doesn't have like, I can click on their name, but it won't like send me to like a place where I can send a message, if that makes any sense. YouTube used to have that, I believe, but it's not in there anymore. What I am going to do, though, you know what I will do? Because there's a chance someone might recognize the icon and might just be able to tell me about it like that way. Also, to the person who whispered me about, I bet it's Shock. I don't think it is, because Shock shows up as Shock is in my various things. Let's see here. I'm just give me a second here. I'm pulling up the comment section. Go to the studio, and it's nice they have like a whole thing for comments. It's nice if you do primarily videos, like you can go through all your comments. So let's see. Person I'm looking for is something Pally. Oh wait, is this the right video? Oh wait, no. I have to go to a specific video for this. Go to that one. All right, here we go. I think I can find it now. And I want to go. All right, I think we're back in action now. It's a powerful search tool, but I'm not great at it. Let's just put it that way. Johnny Totems. There's Shirazen, Fizzlefrack, Invil Game Studio, Gutmace Gaming. Oh, I ordered it by Newest. That's probably why I can't find it. Yeah, I mean, Sylvie, technically I did announce them in the video. So yeah, let me reiterate this for what it's worth. Get back out the oh wait, that's right. Someone else just whispered me a good idea. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone just heard Bulbasaur there. That is my error sound. Anyway, the names, here's the spreadsheet again. The #1 winner I wrote down as Aussie Palheeden. Hopefully I spelled that right too. So if in the YouTube Discord, or not Discord, in the YouTube comments, if your name is Aussie Palheeden, contact me and I will get you your 200 Turtle Wow coins. And if you're also Canal of Endable, also reach out just in case it doesn't work out. I'll give you a firm pat on the back. Something else too, while we're talking about ways to reach out to me. Did that go away? That did go away. Great. Okay. I had one other announcement to make. I mean, it's kind of a small announcement, but holy crap, there's a lot of people here. I'm just really. This is quite a. Thank you everyone for making a party boat flotilla. I finally have you could call it a business email, a way to reach me if you wanted to do so surreptitiously or officially. So Aussie Palheeden and the #2 person, you can actually email me now. My email address, get this, is vrogragfishslayer@gmail.com. I think that's a pretty great address. I can't believe I got it. There's so many people with that name. I see. Flyload, you think your name didn't make it onto the list? I could check. I think it did. I see Sharona S saying, yo, I'm pulling it up now. Bengerman. Fish Party, don't eat the gnomes. Thunder Cookie is taking notes. Yeah, this is what all celebrations should be, at least for Vrograg. Vrograg loves. Also, is there a shaman that can give me water walking? I really want to get the stone scale eel. Look at it, it's right there, but I can't reach it. I'm glad to see most of the Say chat has been pretty PG. Thank you for keeping it PG. I do appreciate Lactose saying a Buddhist monk goes to a hot dog stand and says, "Make me one with everything." That's cute. Thank you for not being too obnoxious with your AoE spells. Do we have no shamans here? Oh my goodness! What a dark world. No shamans. Lactose, come on. Give me water walking. Wait, does the priest levitate? That's self only, right?
Yeah, self-only on levitate.
Thank you. Thank you for water walking. These fish are mine. I see someone also gave me unending breath. Thank you. A lot of people in my guild like to give me water breathing. I'll tell you guys that story because it's funny. So I am very much I mean if this stream hasn't showed you by now how I can be a little absent-minded. I was on my shaman doing ZG with my guild, and I was just doing healing. We were doing Gazranka. Most people know Gazranka, the little summon fish boss you get. Well, we cleared out all the fish, and then we had finished killing the fish, and then we were fighting Gazranka, and then all of a sudden I started. Okay, hold on. Then I saw I started dying really quickly. And then I called out in Discord and I said, "Oh my god, guys, there's a fish killing me." I wouldn't say I got mad, but I did blame the rest of my raid for not killing the rest of the fish. Then I went to go. I was Master Looter, that's what it was. So I went back in the water. I was doing Master Looter after I got rezzed, and I started Master Looting. And then I started dying. I'm like, guys, seriously, the fish is killing me again. And then Murog and a few other people were like, you should check your log. I think you just drowned. So now a lot of people in my guild will tell me to watch out for the invisible fish, which is their way of telling me to watch that I'm not drowning. So some people that are here were actually here at this party. We're here for that event. And so many times I find my rogue, any character I play, with a water.
Because you yelled at us twice for letting you die.
I mean, yes. I did yell at them for letting me die, for drowning. That's on me. Did I onk? I think I might have onked, yeah. I onked and I lived through the rest of the combat, but then when I went back to go do loot after I drowned again. Yeah. And now, okay. I see a lot of people in chat saying, I was there too. I don't think you all were there, okay? And Murog is making it seem like I got super angry. I wasn't angry. I was just disappointed that you all let me drown.
You were salty.
B101, who are you? Which tag do I know you as? You can whisper me if you don't want to put it in YouTube. So I can see if your story checks out. Okay, their story checks out. I know who it is. They probably were there. I see Murug leading over. So, so there's a lot of people here. I appreciate all the support. If there's anyone who's here who hasn't subbed, make sure you sub. You get to see a cool little notification appear right here on the screen. I want to remind people. But if anyone has any questions, any ideas, I would love to pick your mind. There actually were some people on the TWoW team who might still even be in chat. Do you have any questions? You can ask them questions, but I don't know if they'll answer, which is much of my experience. I gotta make sure I get a screenshot of this too, by the way. I'm putting this in my happy memories folder. Look at all this. Look at all these people. You'll love to see it. Let's see. Where do you get your journalism degree? So, let me take a step back. I don't want to misrepresent myself. Nick Radin. So, I studied journalism, and I did some internship journalism work. But I actually did not graduate with a journalism degree. Though it will date me, back when I was finishing university was right around the time of the 2008 housing market bubble pop. So the education I received mostly was in print journalism. At the time, the journalism world was going through sort of a transition phase to do more online stuff. So I pretty much got not useless, but a lot of the marketable parts of what I learned was steadily becoming less and less marketable. So I actually ended up not even doing journalism. By the way, Mighty Lubu, thank you for the sub. Also, I'm glad to see my widget still works. So to finish on that thought, Nick, excuse me. I did like journalism classes. I had done some work in journalism, and I have journalists in my family. So I always had a fire in my heart for reporting, journalism, telling stories, also speaking truth to power, like, making people, maybe making bad actors account, and also doing fact checking, which I think pairs well with some of the more suspicious seeming parts of private server communities. And also, TWoW does such a good job, I feel like, doing the fact checking, saying like, I really checked out this and it worked. Like what they're saying is true. I also think that's valuable. So anyway, that's probably more than you asked, Nick Gray, but that's the answer. So I really only have a BA in English. I'm not gonna dox myself and tell you which university I went to, but it was an American university. Let's see. What else we have for questions? Riddle of lightning, where do fish come from? I don't know, but I will slay them all. I have a question. Why is AV so unbalanced? Full disclosure, I do very minimal PvP. AV is... I can give an opinion on that. AV is unbalanced for a myriad reasons, not the least of which is class imbalance. So, I'm sure people have heard it. Paladins are pretty strong in PvP. Yes, I always hear it, but everyone's like, oh, well, elemental shamans are really strong too. It's like, yes, but then you have that conversation. So some of that is why it's unbalanced. Another part is there are more alliance players on this server. So the reason it's unbalanced is the people that are willing to sit through a queue to do AV are the ones that are most interested in PvP on the alliance side. Whereas on Horde side, I could just roll up and just show up. because the queues are so short. So that might be part of it. Also, AV's different. They gave us an older version of AV, so I don't know how much balance checking was done on that. Those are my opinions. I can't speak as to why it's unbalanced, but you know. Well, it didn't take long for there to be fights breaking out. Shen, I had no doubt in my mind that it would be you. Let's see. How much is the fish? I can't really answer that. I only sub to people who beat me in duel cope. Okay. I don't need to beat you in duel. I beat people in the quality of my content. If that isn't enough to make you sub, I don't know what will. Let's see. Any other questions? Yes, Riddle of Lightning. Yeah, assume it was University of Toronto. They have a very good journalism program. Thank you for the free booze who just traded that to me. Appreciate that. Oh, was that the McRib? The McRib is back. It's right there. If you're here, say hi to the McRib. Very nice person. Little Karen says, I think it's because of the Horde Alliance ratio, Paladins being strong. Yep, that's a lot of what I touched on. Sorg Bacon asks, are we going to see Vrograg on Fishing with Krendor? I don't know what that is. I'm not super deep in the... I'm assuming that's some kind of a WoW creator. I'm not really deep in the WoW creation space. Except for the ones that have been brought to my attention. But, you know, it is what it is. Looks like the chat has caught up with whining about AV. People telling me how to pronounce the McRib. It is true, because you don't have spaces in WoW tags. The McRib could also be them crib. Looter Lico saying, but Shami get a raid spot in green gear with free brain cells. That is true, and I know that because I have a shaman who can go to Nax, and I only have 2. So what do you think about that? You wish you were that good. I think my shaman's first time in Nax was doing 4 horsemen, Zaf, and KT. To be fair, my shaman actually was decently geared, like Bis-ish for BWL level. So it wasn't like I had green gear on, but so Nick, I don't know if you know this about our server. I see you saying Nef's Shadow Flame hitting whole raid. Are you ready? Are you for it? Oh, no. Okay, no. I understand. Yes. So I appreciate the TWoW team's approach to making things like vanilla. That is a vanilla interaction that doesn't work here. Will it suck for me personally? Yeah, because my whole raid doesn't have Oni scale cloaks. But I am for that change. Yes. And I do agree it should be fixed when they get it working. I see someone come to TWoW and play with Honorable Best Tank ever. I have to say, you know, my 2 cents about Honorable, mind you, never raided with a person, but I've seen lots of stories about Honorable. My understanding is that he's kind of a negative person who isn't willing to listen to feedback, and people will essentially hate join his raids to watch him get angry. While I do think there's entertainment value in that, at a certain point I kind of feel like it's bullying. And I mean that in like the soft. I'm not saying people who laugh at him are bullying. What I'm trying to more indicate is that people that go to his raid to laugh at him, you're sort of not allowing him to have the opportunity to grow. That's what I'll say about that. I don't want to rain on people's parade. I get the... I mean, I know how people in my raid group are entertained by when Vrograg leaves the microphone on, and then I start ranting about something. People seem to have enjoyed that, but you know, I don't know if honorable is a very positive person to have in the community. People saying they're trying to help him and he doesn't take it. Yeah. I mean, you know, I didn't want to receive water breathing when I kept drowning, but now I take it in stride because drowning and blaming other raiders for it is not a good look. We can all grow. Z-Salt Canyo. I see you in chat. If you want to be here in person, I do have a warlock in a group with me. If you want to whisper me, I can try getting you an invite. Be advised, there are level 59 mobs here. And if you're low level enough, they might just come a snacking. So, be prepared. But you can whisper me, and I can try to get you in. That's Scarb. I'll invite you. So if anyone else wants to join, you can whisper me. I'm not looking at my whispers, but as much as I'm trying to pay attention to the YouTube chat. Let's see. Honorable made all the raid lead I play with much better, so that is value. So yes, if you've learned what not to do by observing an honorable raid, there's good in that. Oh, sorry, I just saw Jimmy Vipekny message in what I assume is Mandarin. Generally, most of my chat should be a lot like TWoW, so it should be English-ish. If you can chat in English, that'd be best. But that does bring me to one topic I did want to touch on a little bit, which is I've heard about the quote-unquote influx of Chinese players, which I think has some people nervous. But I've actually talked to some of the GMs who've been dealing with that population, and their characterization of that block is that they're really not that big of an issue, and they're a lot like English-speaking players, except they don't speak English. Because I know, at least, I mean, I can at least admit to like my own bias when I hear about Chinese players joining the server. I hear like a lot of people worried about bad actors and stuff like that. Part of being an open and welcoming community is being just that, and allowing people to prove themselves. And I think the TWoW team does have a bit of an uphill battle if they do turn out to be bad actors, but like they're a lot like us in that they want to play this version of the game, and I support it. Like you know, I hope that they can find a good home here, You know, I'm sure the Australians would like having some more players who are around their time zone too. They're probably used to dealing with it, but let's see here. Going back to chat. By the way, I think I did. Someone whispered me about getting here. I should have sent you an invite. Don't know if it went out. Yeah, no. You're already in a group. You got to drop the group if you want to get in the summon group. So getting back to chat, I want to see what you guys had to say about this. Don't summon. Sorry, this is about the person probably trying to get summoned. Don't summon me. All the people try to kill me since I am the most rare druid and the best one after dated. Wow. And very humble, it would seem. Scarb, Little Karen, that's a person that wants to summon, I think. Alright. Little Nick Raiden asks, do you feel there is more inherent danger in more Eastern world players coming to TWoW, or is it more akin to bad stereotypes? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the data on it. I can give you sort of my impressions based on other characterizing things I've heard. What I've heard, I'm going to try to quote, I'm not going to say who it was, but I'm going to try to quote what they said, which was a person who was a GM who dealt with a lot of Chinese players, and they said 99% of my Chinese players aren't a problem, but the 1% that are a problem are 99% of my problem. That's the only characterizing thing that I've heard. But I also think that the TWoW team isn't ignorant and is aware of the potential problems it could have. But I think the important thing, like the important approach, is to be like, make it such that, just like anyone else, you have a chance to prove yourself. If you want to be a good actor on the server, then you should be able to do that. And stereotypes, I think, limit players' abilities to express themselves in that sense. So, you know, if we're using that quote, right, there could, that 99% of the Chinese players that want to find a good, welcoming community might be looking for TWoW, but if our preconceptions about it make it such that they're not welcome here, then we're not really doing our job as a community. So, you know, a lot of that back-end work is going to be on the GMs, but I think we as players can do our part to just, you know, I mean, I'm American. The only language I speak fluently is English, right? But I have people, like, in my chat room right now that it might be difficult to understand exactly what they're saying because maybe English is a second language to them. So I would treat them like I would any other player who has English as a second language. You know, I might not be able to communicate super well, but I'm still going to treat you like anyone else. And I think that's kind of what I think is the right approach for this. And yeah, there's, in general, people will have accountability, and the team has very robust tools to deal with problems. So, yeah, I don't think there's a lot to worry about, but I do worry about kind of catching myself in my own prejudices in that. I don't know if that really answers your question, but a lot of people have typed since then. Oh boy. I might be going back a little bit. But I see Riddle of Lightning. I think it's silly. Gold farming is bot run now in the background, not Chinese people anymore. Yeah, that's a very good point. B101 says pretty much the same thing. Zenji says, I'm personally very frustrated with my experience with Chinese players because I have exclusively interacted with players that just don't talk and don't follow instructions. Yeah, I think that is a fair critique of, like, I think that's a better thing to say than, like, I don't like them because they're Chinese. I think people not being able to interact is a detriment. I think that's a negative thing. Yeah, I think that's fair. Also, let's see. I'm going to... Little Karen. I've made you lead. If anyone wants to get summoned here, whisper Little Karen. That's Lilkaren. Congrats on the promotion, Little Karen. I made you leader. So I have to focus on this chat. I can't keep looking at whispers. Let's see, Zenji. I try to encourage everyone playing the game in different parts of the world, but since the game is team-based, you have to communicate and follow instructions. Yeah. So I think what I would say too, Zenji, is that I've had interactions similar to that with I'm gonna turn my sound down. I've had interactions like that with Russian players. Russian players have to use a Cyrillic when they're talking in, I guess, Cyrillic-based languages. And so a lot of times they're slow to talk or they don't talk at all. However, there are Russian guilds that have been able to build their own communities here. So I think we already have some of that on the server, and it hasn't been, quote unquote, like a bad thing. It just means that rather than being a melting pot, we're sort of like a mixed salad. We're all part of the same salad, but we have different spots we all occupy. I don't know if that makes sense. Luther Lico says, every look at World Chop compliantly dead, and there are 15k Chinese playing every Chinese player except you to speak Chinese. That server was made by English speaker. Of course, it's stressful. Hear you. Don't think I fully understand what you're saying. But I feel you. Sylvie says we're a global community. That means that people from all around the world here, and just like in the real world, it's best if we can learn to get along. Yeah, I think Sylvie, Lexi in game. I think that's probably the best mindset to keep with it. Getting along is going to do a lot more for our community and make it stronger and more robust. And while we might not be able to interact maybe as well with them, I think really, yeah, we should recognize we're a worldwide community, and that's good. It's good to be that. I mean, I've learned more about Europe, like certain European cultures, from interacting with people like out of character and in Discords and stuff, just from this server. I find that culturally enriching sometimes. I get to learn about all sorts of Australian slang from Crash Town. Like, that's... I'll call it culturally enriching, but that might be giving it too much. But yeah, I think there's value in being a worldwide community. Sylvie continues, this isn't Blizzard and retail where mass reports auto do anything. That's true. No, I skipped a lot. There it is. Ricardon says, yeah, I do speak Spanish. Ricardon, let's go. I love my Spanish speaking fans. What is the hard thing with Spanish, by the way, is that as someone who only speaks English, if I see something that looks like Spanish in a comment, I'm always paranoid that I'm going to think it's Spanish and then try to respond in like what little Spanish I do know and be like, you know, if they say gracias, I'm like, okay. And they wrote other stuff. I'm like, is it Portuguese though? I don't want to assume what language it is. And then I get scared and I pull the ripcord and don't say anything. That just shows you how well educated I am. Sylvie says, I use a custom font that lets me read what they are saying. Then I snip that and paste it into OCR translation website. I do this for every non-English language. Sylvie going above and beyond to understand teammates and people that they bump into. That's powerful. I don't know if I have the wherewithal to do that. I had trouble getting the stream to run. But good on you. Catching back up. We add a Chinese on Evercope who ninja the Muradin ring and then could make him understand he actually ninja the thing. We got to know 3 days later that he thought it was like Wrath spell hit equals melee. Ah. So someone took the Muradin ring, what's that, the Blackstone ring? And then thought it was like other versions of the game where hit was just hit. Oh. Ouch. That hurts. Yeah. Huntress Nivake. Mateus. Sorry about butchering that. Turtle has a pretty good cross-world RP community as well. Even with the language difficulty, it's been quite fun. Yes. Yes, I would agree. Yeah. Oh, I see. Looter Lico saying that story they said was on Evercope. What is Evercope? Is that Evercope? What is that Ever? There must be like a server Ever something. Okay. I'm seeing some Australian slang in chat, ripping billies. I too have been culturally enriched. Spanish and Italian look a lot like for me. Takes a minute to tell the difference quite often. Yeah. I don't know if I've thought Spanish looks like Italian. The one I mix it up for most is usually Portuguese, but I think those two languages are very closely related. This Killwin said, "LOL. This stream sniping started with Shagu and has completely devolved." That's true. But I invited it. I said it was a celebration stream. I wanted people to celebrate. I wanted to thank the community. I wanted to meet some of the people. Try to connect some of your comment names to people. I mean, we had a whole flotilla going on. This is good. I didn't plan on that. I thought I was just gonna be fishing and talking to like one or two people. This really exceeded my expectations, but I'm still adjusting to knowing sort of the size of the impact I have, because like telling me I have 1,000 subs, like that doesn't, I don't know what that means. And then Torta blew me up and then did an @ here on my stream announcement, so that probably accounts for a lot more people. Okay, Tawny says Evercope is Everlook. Okay. You guys can just say Everlook. Like, you don't have to take swipes at other people. It's okay. Especially because I don't know. It's a regular progression vanilla server with 70% Chinese players. Okay. Let's see. Also, reminder, if you see that you're not subscribed, you can subscribe and there will be a notification. I appreciate everyone tuning in. This will help my watch hours, I think it is. If I get good enough watch hours, then I think I can like get partnered or something. I don't fully understand everything. Yeah, I literally just started doing this for funsies like a couple months ago, so I've been learning as I go. For anyone who hasn't been here, if you guys have any questions, I'll take questions. I'm probably gonna wrap up in about 15 minutes. I do have a Nax raid tonight. I am woefully underprepared for. Feel free to throw raid consumes at me. No, don't. Please don't. I'll take Rumsey Rum. I'll take that. If anyone caught any of that. Nick Graydon, Orc Brain small. Don't confuse Orc Brain. It's true. Leo, no. Leo, no. I got those. I'm fine. Listen, it's tempting. It's tempting to be a corrupt streamer and just take money and gold from people. But right now, my balance sheet, you know what it shows? It shows that I have 200 turtle coins outgoing. So actually, you viewers have benefited more than I have in any sort of real sense. Although, wait, no, I think someone did give me some Rumsey Rum. So we're close. True story. Vrograg can make Flask of the Titans, so if Grom's Blood gets cheap enough. Alright, Lil Karen, if you're gonna give me pocket... Now that's... You guys can see this, right? Lil Karen is giving me pocket lint. The most insulting of all the gray items. You guys should let Lil Karen know how you feel about that. See, that's abusing my power. Who is Ask More? Wait, I swear. Chat using insulting versions of names is very confusing. Bengerman, I'm fine on that too. I was mostly joking. You guys, I mean, look. See, look, I have gold. It's okay. Yeah, if anything, you should be gifting the Lobies stuff. If you see any Lobies here, give them something. Give them some buffs. Drew is a Nax tank. You know how hard Nax tanks have to consume? Also, how did Vargash... Oh, Vargash went to sleep. Okay, I was wondering how they're on top of the water. Nick Raiden asks, in the current environment, why do you believe classic servers, both private and retail, are in such demand as opposed to the current updated version of WoW? There's a lot of good videos about this subject. My personal feeling is that what makes people keep coming back to older versions of WoW is what I personally believe is the strength of WoW in general, which is community. And I feel like in the classic era, everything so much more was about the world feeling alive and building community that it continues to make it attractive. But you know, I'm not honestly sure. There is a as the French would say, a certain je ne sais quoi about the classic era of WoW. But yeah, it's hard to pin down exactly what it is. I definitely feel like your time in the game being valued is something that is valuable in all games, right? So like, I know that, for instance, sorry about the Kodo, everyone. So like, I worked really hard to get, oh geez, I hate so many things. All right, there it is. So I worked really hard to get Thunder Fury, right? And I know that this sword will always be valued in this version of the game. There's situations where it's not the best. There might be something slightly better. That can happen too. But I'll never get rid of Thunder Fury, right? And I think the way the game treats your efforts like in that kind of a respect is something that's always attractive to someone. And specifically why a server that's as old as this one is that also makes it attractive. Like, it's been around since 2018. You know, like, there's people here that have been on the server longer than I have, that have done great things, and whenever they come back, the effort they spent on their character is still represented on that character. I think that's part of it. That's something that I feel strongly about. Let's see. Yeah, I see Pendragon saying most people are sick of the lack of community due to unpunished cheating, Season of Mastery, and era meta. Also, most of us have rated the 16+ warrior meta and are sick of it. Yeah. So I think that's a good point too. To, like, I'm not gonna lie and say, like, warriors aren't still super strong, and there's people like, and Tawny, if you're still listening, I don't think it's not mischaracterizing you to say that someone like you would care about, like, optimal raid comp and having, like, that kind of a meta. But I think people come to TWoW, see that it has the RP tag, see that there's a lot of things to do that aren't just raiding, see that there aren't world buffs, and go like, wow, I really didn't like that really weird sweaty meta of Classic. I feel like I really didn't get out of Classic what I wanted. I think I have a better chance in Turtle. So I think there's some truth to what you're saying. Yes, a Recusant? That name. Folding Ideas video on Classic are very thorough and compelling. With regards to why there is a demand for older WoW, I have watched that. That is a good, yeah. I think that probably colored a lot of why I feel the way I feel about it too. That was a very good video. I'm even getting head nods from Vrograg next to me. So I'm gonna be wrapping up soon here. I wanted to thank everyone for supporting the channel by watching the videos, commenting, all that good stuff. It's been really overwhelming to know what to do with all that positivity. I really appreciate it. It's meant a lot. You know, TWoW is a great community, and I'm glad I've been able to help add to that community with what goes on here. You know, I appreciate all the support. Remember to support one another too. You know, that's what communities do. Look forward to more news programs. Not sure really had any other profound thing to say other than a reminder that who is it? Aussie Pal Hedon. I'm gonna be looking out for you. And Canal of Endable. Endable. Those people. Get in touch with me. Vrograg Fishslayer at gmail.com. You can reach out to me, or I think I have the Discord name just at Vrograg, which is pretty powerful. You can find me in Discord. Reach out to me there. If you want turtle coins, if you have news story ideas, if you are interested at all in contributing in either an emotional supportive way or you actually have stories, maybe like some actual things you could help with the videos, reach out to me. I can get you an invite to the TWoW News with Vrograg Discord, and there will be ways to help out there. But yeah, let me know too what you guys think about how the stream went. If you guys want me to do it again. I had fun talking to everyone. I didn't do a lot except for seemingly get divine intervention. But yeah, this has been great. you can feel free to hang out and chat for a little bit, because I did make a goodbye stream, which I'm also pumped about. But yeah, that's it for me for now. I appreciate all the love. I'll see you guys in comments and Discord and on the server, and maybe next time I stream. Take it easy, everyone. And remember, deadliest weapon is knowledge.